We were in the middle of a photo shoot. We just wanted to get approval on this new outfit.
You can't go in there, Oliver.
Why?
Because there's a big meeting in there. Lots to discuss. Like the future of Taboo.
Let me show you what I'm working with.
Hey, are we waiting for Bill?
Bill?
Oh, I'm sorry, I was in Paris the last time we did one of these. He doesn't come to quarterly meetings?
Just because he's a shareholder doesn't mean that he's welcome here. He gets updated via email, a system that works for everyone.
Oh. Okay. Looks like you wore a skimpy outfit for no reason.
What is that supposed to mean?
I know you have the hots for Bill. And now that Katie's staying with your father and me.
You know, is Katie just run every time she gets the slightest bit uncomfortable, or did she learn that from your dad, or...
Just don't interfere in her marriage. That's all I want to say.
Katie leaving had nothing to do with me.
I hope not. Stay away from Bill. I'm watching.
Whatever. You know, I'm just glad Grandma came today.
Yeah, me too. Between cancer treatments and helping out at Daisy's, doesn't leave much time for Forrester.
Oh, come on.
Well, it's true.
It's a real treat, Grandma.
Nice to hear. Thank you, Tom.
Shall we start?
Yes. Between the couture line, Hope for the Future, and Taboo, we have a lot to discuss. Starting with Taboo. How it's been in the spotlight way too much lately.
Here, have a lemon bar while you wait.
We don't need to wait. We can just assume the outfit's fine.
Well, no, not you, silly. You've got a career to think about.
I'll get changed.
I'll meet you down there. Was Hope in the meeting?
Goodness, no. I sent her home for the day. Poor thing. She's too heartbroken to be moping about around here. Oliver, you should jump on this. No, if anybody could, you could turn that frown of hers upside down.
Believe me, I'm trying.
Oh, you ladies, could you please just wait over there quietly? Thank you. Rich will be with you in a minute. It's like herding cats. But you know, you've been a really good friend to Hope, and she knows that.
Friend, yeah.
Well, give it time. It could turn into more.
Counting on it.
Here, take another one. The corner pieces are the best. Put it in your pocket.
I don't think we need to worry about Taboo being in the spotlight. Too many fashion houses have exactly the opposite problem.
But if we keep spending so much time and energy keeping the press interested in a relationship everybody knows is implausible, laughable even, then we risk the chance that they'll forget what we do best, couture. Pam, are the girls ready yet? Great. I had the best of what Dad and I have been working on pulled for today. A reminder of what Forrester Creations used to be about, and what we need to focus on again. Sophistication. Class and elegance. And of course, that touch of Forrester style. Sure, there's room for hope for the future and Taboo, but what separates Forrester Creations from the rest is... Wait, what is this? What are you wearing?
I was going to ask the same thing. It's beautiful, but we haven't seen this.
This is not one of ours. I didn't approve this design.
It's what I was told to wear.
I don't understand why. This is not a Forrester original.
Actually, Dad, it is. One of the sewers filled me in on what you were planning, so I decided to switch things up. Add a little design of my own to your presentation.
What?
Oh yeah, it's mine. It looks pretty darn good if I do say so myself.
Rich, let's just finish with the meeting.
That was so disrespectful.
I don't think he meant it to be.
Are we gonna continue with this meeting or what? Why does everything I do have to be so earth-shattering?
You don't get it, do you?
Actually, I'm not certain I do either, Rich. You know, Thomas injecting one of his designs into this showing here this afternoon isn't unlike what you used to pull back in the day. No harm done. We're family here.
The continual disrespect of my authority is very much a big deal.
I'm sure Thomas is sorry, right?
I'm sorry you're upset, but I don't think I did anything wrong.
All right, let's move on here. The design was terrific, Thomas. Very cutting edge. Perfect for Taboo for Women, which, as a matter of fact, I don't see on this agenda here. Is there any reason for that?
Because it doesn't exist.
What?
Canceled it.
Why? Why would you do that?
Well, as I was trying to demonstrate with my hijacked fashion preview, today we have to keep our focus on couture. I'd be foolish to waste more money on this line for women. In fact, you'll see that I've cut back the budget for the men's line as well. A few minor cuts here and there will allow us more funding to provide the designs for the couture audience that is our biggest audience.
Rich, these aren't exactly minor cuts.
You're going to rein in the budget. Seems like more like you're trying to rein in Thomas here.
I don't know what you mean by that, Dad.
Your son and your wife share a certain chemistry, and you don't like it. I understand, more than anybody else here.
Look, if I thought that their so-called chemistry for this company was right, I'd be plastering their images all over LA, but it's not. Enough said.
All right, that's agreed on. Let's move on to the next item, okay?
Yeah, okay, so, hope for the
Wait,
future.
I'm not done. I'm not done. It's not okay for you to slash the budget like this. And you can't just decree that Taboo for Women is dead in the water. You can't do that.
I'm CEO.
And I founded the company. Look, I support Thomas expanding his line to include women's wear. Your son is very, very talented, Rich. It wouldn't be a good thing for you to stifle that.
Rich, do you remember when you first started? Dad always supported you. Where do you think he would be now if he hadn't encouraged your work?
And if we do expand the line, it's not going to affect couture, right? I mean, they're separate areas. I think all our clients know that.
This is all because of that silly kiss on the plane, isn't it?
It's exactly what it is.
No, it's about common sense. Any of you happen to see the pictures from the latest photo shoot? If not, go see them. You'll understand why this is no longer an acceptable campaign for us to be running around here.
Dad, are you serious? Those pictures were beyond tame. We followed every single freaking guideline you gave me.
So, we follow the guidelines more carefully before the next photo shoot. You don't just slash the budgets like that. And I'm not going to allow you to throw out this women's line. I'm not going to allow it. Taboo for Women continues. That's my decision.
I need a moment alone with my father. You don't get to give orders like that anymore. I'm CEO of this company. I decide what happens around here, not you.
That's great, Summer. There you go. Show me the dress. There you go. Work it, work it. There you nice.
Oh, Oliver, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were in the middle of a shoot.
Oh, it's okay. We were just finishing up. Do you want to take a look?
No, thank you. What I want are the latest Taboo shots.
Sure.
Thomas,
Big meeting's over?
Sort of.
Did you get around to discussing lead model for Women's Taboo? Because I know somebody that's interested.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think there are a few things that need to be ironed out before we make decisions like lead model.
That's the understatement of the week. Thanks, Oliver. We need some time.
Sure, no problem. Summer?
Call me later.
I will.
Your father's right. And Eric has got to respect his wishes. If he wants to cancel the Taboo line, the women's, the men's, I think he should do it.
You have to stop what you're doing, Rich. Everybody's excited about this line. The press is going nuts about it. Your son is stepping out. Pulling away now would be wrong.
It appeals to the tabloids, Dad. Aren't we above that?
Now, how many tabloids have you been in because of your relationship with Brooke? This is no different.
That is fake.
Maybe not. Maybe after this kiss on the plane, all you're doing is punishing Thomas.
No, Dad, it's not punishment. I've gotten uncomfortable with the message that Taboo sends. Attending press conferences where all we talk about is the bogus relationship between my wife and my son. It's ridiculous. It really is. We're a fashion house, Dad, first and foremost. Sure, gossip is going to happen, but there's no reason for us to create it. We're artists, Dad. We're designers. We need to be thinking about clothing, the fabric, the cut, how our dresses make women feel, not this tabloid nonsense. Pandering to the press is wrong. It's only going to hurt us in the long run.
We need to appeal to different markets, different aspects of the press. What's wrong with that?
You wouldn't ask that if you were the one who had to answer all the incessant questions. The line is supposed to be about Thomas and Brooke, but I'm sucked into it too, Dad. I become the foolish husband standing by while my son's taking photos with his hands all over my wife. I did not work all these years in this business to have that be my legacy.
Kind of embarrassing, isn't it?
Dad, you're not comparing this to what happened between us, are you?
You had no trouble stealing Brooke from me, and yet you start slashing budgets and canceling lines at the mere suggestion that your son might be doing it to you.
That was totally different.
Is it? I'm supporting Thomas. His line is sensational, and it'll be even more sensational when we add women's clothing to the line. You wanted to step out when you were his age, and I stood by you, time and time again. Now it's your turn. Support your son, Rich.
I wouldn't count on the line being dead just yet. Granddad seems very adamant about moving forward.
I don't care about that. It's your relationship with your father. That's what I'm worried about, and that's what I'm trying to protect.
Exactly. I mean, how much is going to stand by and just let you two take photos like this? Do not ask that of him.
Says the girl who doesn't have to give up a thing.
Oh. What?
What?
I'm sorry, how much did the bedroom line get cut? Not a cent. Why? Oh, that's right. Because it's your own little project and Dad wouldn't dream of interfering with that.
Okay, look, I know you are upset that I own 25% of this company, all right? Look, I want you to have your chance to shine, but not this way. I'm sorry. It is just gross, all right? And Mom was right about what would happen. You know, just thinking about what Brooke did to you on that plane is absolutely... Oh, come on, let's be realistic. You were sending signals right up until you drifted off. You had to have been. I'm sure I could have done the exact same thing just as easily.
I don't doubt that.
So why don't you step up and do the right thing? Which is, back away. Do what's best for Dad and Thomas. Pull yourself from Taboo.
Taboo is profitable. It's imaginative. It's daring. It's a positive thing for the company.
And your husband, who is the CEO, is against it.
Well, Eric isn't.
Eric gave Ridge control of this company. He cannot take it back whenever the mood strikes. Do you understand what's really going on here? Do you? This is a very dangerous power play that's been set in motion, and it's not any longer going to be about Ridge and Tom. is going to create a terrific rift between Eric and Ridge all over again.
Just how much are you supporting Thomas?
I told you. I wanted to go ahead with this line.
Or not? Do you really want the scandal of Taboo to taint the entire image of Forrester? Or is there more to it? A little payback for what happened between us all those years ago.
There's a part of me that'll always resent what you did, Rich. I had a marriage, I had small children. Brooke and I were happy. I'll never forget that you tore that apart.
Dad, do you really want to get into all that right now?
Do you?
Let's get back to the issue. You're the founder of this company. I have great respect for you. But I cannot go along with you on expanding Taboo.
Then you'll be making a big mistake.
It's my decision.
It's a wrong decision.
Look, Dad, I got sucked into it at first, too. Oh, the sizzle, the hype, all the media attention. But most of all, the profits. We were riding a wave.
We still are, Rich.
It's not going to last. It's a fad. The bottom's going to fall out sooner or later, Dad. It is not a solid foundation to build on.
You don't know that, Rich.
Dad, you made me CEO because you trust my instincts. The decision is made. Our focus stays on couture. That's the business you created. That's what Forrester is about. It's your forte. And it's a tribute to you, your legacy. Do not undermine me.
You're at a crossroads with your son, Rich. You think he's being insubordinate. I think he's a young man that's just trying to step out on his own. A young man who wants his father's love and support. And you say you don't think you're punishing him. You may not think so, but believe me, that's what he thinks. That's what it feels like to him. I remember the day you said that you wanted to, the day you wanted to follow in my footsteps, the day you wanted to design. I remember how that made me feel. Now it's your turn. Thomas wants to step out. He needs your love and your support. It's your turn. Give it to him. Give him Taboo for women. There's no greater joy than to see your son succeed.